What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Alibaba Group Holdings with the ticker symbol BABA. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So let's take a look at the daily chart for BABA. I looked at this last week Friday, and you can see that since then, Monday was not much occurred, and then Tuesday and Wednesday we're seeing nice rally upwards. So what is causing that rally? Well, I don't really see a trend line that price is bouncing off of. So you could draw a trend line off of these two swings right here. Not really bouncing off of those trend lines unless maybe you just cut across of it like that. And on the weekly chart, it looks pretty good. So maybe on the weekly chart, it looks more accurate that we made a higher low. So either way, I think it's more has to do with that little overextension we had from the EMA. So let's go and zoom in. So you can see that price was trading sideways and then it had a breakout lower. A lot of times these breakouts could fail, and price did reach the target, which was double the size of the original range. So it did reach the target, even exceeded just slightly, and then it rallied up. So it looks like it's coming back up to stop out the short sellers who have the stop losses up here at the $76 level, and possibly even enter the high $77, $78 level. So that's what it looks like it's rushing towards. Looks like it's rushing towards higher prices as right now. So in the meantime, it did break that downward trend line, which is good for the bulls. So this downward trend line is broken convincingly now because we have two bars outside of it. We are seeing price starting to get back over the EMA, and there's a good chance that price is going to break above this level right here, this swing, and then push up higher to maybe fill in this gap as well right here. Overall, it's still in bearish territory because it's inside of this yellow range coming off of a downtrend. So the expectation is that price can still find resistance around these levels and then continue lower. But as right now, it is short term looking pretty good to the upside. So I'll be expecting the higher 70s and possibly even the lower 80s to be reached very shortly. So that's all I see on the daily chart. I was expecting price to go down a little bit lower to the 70.51, but you can see that nothing's guaranteed in the market. Price wanted to find support and then reverse, and that's exactly what occurred. So instead of just continue trend down lower, price is moving up higher first. That doesn't mean we won't reach the $7 level eventually in the future. We still can. Well, let's see what happens when we get at these higher price levels. But as right now, short-term bulls have taken back the reins, and they're taking back the driver's seat of the market, and it looks like they want to push up the price first. And we'll see how high this can go. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Here's a look at the weekly chart, and you can see that price is making those higher lows. So connect the swings right here. That fits pretty good. But in this case, we didn't really reach that trend line. You probably got to draw it off of this swing right here. And even then, you're still kind of cutting through the price action, which is not what you normally want to do most of the time. You don't want to cut through the price action. Usually, it should have been a little bit lower like that. But either way, came up a little bit short. It looks like we're bouncing early. So we'll just ignore that for right now. Either way, it's making a higher low. So this was a low right here. This was a higher low, and now we just made another higher low. So this is showing somewhat of a bullish momentum to the price action, but it's still within inside this yellow range, and we're still below these two resistance levels. What are those two resistance levels? Well, the first one is that $80 level, which was prior support. Now it's acting as somewhat of a resistance. So this was support here, support here, support here. Price broke below, failed to get above it, and we sold off. And the other resistance is this downward trend line right here. So a lot of resistance. We have the yellow range resistance highs as well, $80 level, and the trend line. So a lot of resistance around this level. We'll see what the bulls can do. But as right now, it looks like it is pushing up higher, and there's a good chance for even more higher prices than that. Am I saying this is the bottom? No, I'm not. I want to see price clear this $80 level and the downward trend line for me to be really bullish. If we could do something like that in the coming weeks and months, then I'll be really bullish. Until then, I'll be expecting higher prices and then possibly more lower prices in the future. So all I have for Bob on the daily weekly charts, and most likely I'll give you guys an update this week Friday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.